welcome to the War Rogers News channel. Thank you for watching again. Right now we're right here at the first turn. So let's see what's going to happen here. This is the NU official. So, man, I look forward to the update. Hello, welcome to the War Rogers News channel. Thank you for watching. All right, sorry about my abrupt entrance. I just realized that that a tournament was starting. There we go. I'll be right back. Enjoy the battle. Alright, I am back. Sorry that my computer was saying that it was gonna die, and I didn't want it to die on me while I was doing the commentary. So let's get right to it. Alright, so the Giga Drain here is going to recover Flareon, or sorry, not Flareon, Tangela's health, but Flareon did predict Vaporeon coming in. Flareon! Sorry that I'm used to commentating for OU or doubles or something. This is NU, so there's the return. All right, now let's leftovers recovery on Flareon. So yes. Also, I'm looking forward to developers implementing the update. Characters are going to get a bit of a change. Sorry to say that. Well, while I'm battling here, I think I should elaborate a little bit more on my headline video. So Lapras is going to come back, and Raichu is coming in. Now, the Ice Beam there... Hang on, I got to tangle this. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. My my headset was tangled up a little bit. So Whiscash is gonna switch into Lapras again. For Giant Pipe, Lapras is gonna switch into Tangela. Now, I have to eat these little chocolate mints. Well, actually, let me eat something first. So, yeah. By the way, it's just me, or is it that I like commentating tournaments in the kitchen? I don't know. But I'll go back to the living room pretty soon. So, why am I even telling you guys this? So, almost like I'm breaking the fourth wall here. So, Raichu's coming in, and Raichu is gonna switch into Tangela, and Pinsir is going to do the Sword Stance, which is going to increase the attack. Now, with Pinsir, though, Pinsir should have return. You know, for this very reason. If Tangela can't do anything to Pinsir, the only real thing he can do is Toxic, but even that is not good enough. That you know, Pinsir should have had return on it. Not Rock Slide. Rock Slide is not effective. Pinsir should have carried return. Return would have given either return or double edge. You should carry return or double edge on Pinsir. Well, at least he carried superpower, which is good. That's good. Now, Hitmontop though might do knowing that it's on its final breath, it could do a match punch. Match punch is not out of the question. Pinsir, however, is going to, like I said, this is Hitmontop's last breath, so I kind of expected the match punch coming in. So Hitmontop does go down. Electrode is, as of Gen 1, the fastest. It's the speediest electric type in Gen 1. Not really the best one, which is why Jolteon is first, because Jolteon has the speed and the punch power to go with it. Electrode just has speed, and more speed. Electrode doesn't really, doesn't really have much punch power, hence the reason why it's an NU. Some people give it punch power, but Electro, though, it's not really, I'll just say it's not really, applicable, to run like an Electrode in OU. I mean, you could, but you'll technically get toasted a lot faster. No pun intended. I just realized that there's a player named Overtoasted, so yes, he's one of the executives at Pokemon Aura. Tangela, which I think I'm going to mention about some headlines on my headline video, so stay tuned to that. So Leech Seed, Tangela is going to seed up Lapras, which in effect is going to make Lapras into a sitting Nurse Joy, basically. Because, Tangela can now recover its health, and Lapras is forced to switch. Either that, or Lapras can stay around and, could possibly... Oh, Heal Bell. But still, the Leech Seed, though. Lapras... I don't think Lapras is going to stick around. I think Lapras is going to switch into... Hitmontop. I didn't know Giant Pipe had Hitmontop. So there's the Intimidate, which is going to lower down the attack. Whismur Dragon Dance! I didn't know you had Dragon Dance. I thought I was going to do a substitute there, so you could just do Dragon Dance from there. But while something switches, it's best to go for Substitute. Now he goes for the Substitute, but it's best to go for Substitute. Because Substitute, what it does is that it basically nerfs some damage, and then you can do the Dragon Dance, and then you can increase the attack, because, you'll be under a Substitute, and then you'll have to break the Substitute, which in effect, you can continue that cycle. Get into the habit of, when you think something is going to switch, do a Substitute. Don't even do a stat move yet. Just do Substitute. Substitute is your friend. Now he's just a little bit late. Well, actually not really. Hitmontop is actually an attack. So Burnt Zebra has a second chance here. So there's the Earthquake, and Hitmontop might do an Earthquake again, predicting the substitute. And then Whiscash might get a berry increase, or yeah, a berry increase, because I don't see Whiscash recovering from leftovers, which kind of worries me a little bit. Now, oh, he does recover from leftovers. Sorry. Yeah, my mind is kind of wandering. So there's the Earthquake. There's another Earthquake. Both of them are exchanging Earthquakes. Sorry about that. I couldn't read the yellow thing too clearly. The yellow thing is what keeps me up on my toes. The yellow text at the bottom left. I look at that. Alright, so the Earthquake does knock out Hitmontop, which means that there's a chance that that's something that counters... Lapras could probably do it. Lapras needs an Ice Beam or something along those lines. I don't think people run HP Grass Lapras. If they do, I would be... Maybe I might be out of date with my NU knowledge. But, yeah. Whiscash could, well, Whiscash, I'm kind of surprised that he switched out. I kind of knew Lapras had Ice Beam. I wasn't expecting HP Grass. And there's leftovers. Lapras could do a Surf. Or Lapras could switch into Whiscash, predicting a Thunderbolt. But then Burnt Zebra could predict that, and actually, if he has HP Grass on that Raichu, he can really do some damage to that Whiscash. It's on the discretion of Giant Pipe and how much he thinks that Burnt Zebra knows. So at the moment, he's going to stay around. Because there's some Raichus that could do that. But the Frozen, though, the Frozen is going to really help out Giant Pipe, especially if Raichu stays frozen. That's going to help out. Yep, Raichu is guaranteed one-hit KO. Nothing that the Raichu can do at this point. Or maybe there is something. I shouldn't have spoken. But at that range, I mean, he looked like he was about to knock out. Lapras, though, Lapras needs to do a Surf. Burnt Zebra has exposed his team already, as well. Well, Giant Pipe has one more Pokemon hiding. So there's a sense of unpredictability with Giant Pipe. Lapras is switching into Go Florida, or Go Flora. Never mind on that. Sorry about that. Lapras is coming in. So Flora is going to switch into Lapras. So, water absorb. Why not take advantage of that? So then this is where things get really interesting. One of them going to try to do a Speed Tie. One of them did a Heal Bell, but then the other one did a Thunderbolt. Now the Lapras is going to switch. I think Burnt Zebra's Lapras is going to switch into Raichu at this point. And then, yeah, I was kind of thinking Ice Beam, because Lapras was probably thinking of a possible switch. Raichu is not out. I am going to have to admit it. Raichu is not out of the game. But Raichu is going to protect itself, and Lapras is going to do a Surf. Now, for Raichu, I almost forgot I had some leftovers from a restaurant I went to. Sorry about that. If you hear something being put away, that's because I just remembered that I have some leftovers from the restaurant. There it is. There we go. So there's the Wish, leftovers, recovery. So there's the Pinsir, and like I said, I'm a little bit out of sync today. I'm sorry. But yeah, Pinsir. Pinsir could be really interesting. Now, Raichu is going to come back to Tangela. But there's a superpower which is going to hit really hard. Pinsir is going to lower down its attack. Now, like I said, Pinsir should have return or double edge, any neutral hitting move. And then if there's like a rock type that's around, you can just carry around superpower, which superpower could hit the rock type pretty hard, especially if you do a ×2 sword stance. ×2, ×3. Usually you can get away with a ×1. Maybe ×2. ×2 is a little bit on the edge. ×3 is just outright greedy. So there's the Earthquake with Torkoal, which Torkoal does knock out Whiscash. Does not look good for Burnt Zebra. I don't think Burnt Zebra expected Torkoal, but yet Torkoal is kind of easy to beat if you know this. Especially Torkoal is not good. In other words, the defense on I gotta put some rhetoric, or I gotta put some sources behind my words. So let me look up Torkoal. Torkoal. There we go. So there we go. Now look at its special defense. It's 70. The defense is 140. So that's not good for Torkoal. I'll let you all take a look at the stats again. That's Torkoal. So in other words, it was logical for Giant Pipe to switch out Torkoal into Lapras. There's the Ice Beam, which does hit Raichu. Every single time I think that it's gonna faint, Raichu's constantly, denying me. He's like, no best friends. I'm still alive. But yeah, Raichu is gonna protect here. Lapras is gonna try to do a Surf, which then Raichu could possibly switch into a Lapras, predicting that. But then Giant Pipe, if he's really into prediction, he can just do a Thunderbolt, which whoa. The reason why I said Thunderbolt is because Lapras and being prediction. Now, Lapras at this range for Giant Pipe is really open to just be knocked out. Lapras, Burnt Zebra's Lapras could have Thunderbolt. Tangela could do a Giga Drain, and Electrode can do a Thunder move. So at this point, Lapras is not viable at this stage. I think Lapras should die, or just stick around just in case Giant Pipe needs something to switch into. But yeah, at this point, Lapras doesn't serve any purpose in the battle. I mean, you can keep Lapras if you want, but Electrode is going to try to do a Toxic there. I think that, like I said, I think that Burnt Zebra should have. Sorry, not Burnt Zebra. Giant Pipe should have stayed in his Lapras. Because what's the point of having Lapras if you have 3 things on the field that can kill it? Now the Earthquake is going to knock out the Substitute, which means that Electrode could do a Substitute again, which could activate. Well, not good. I know it'll activate the Pitaya Berry. There we go, Pitaya. Trying to say it. So Electrode is going to switch. I think he's going to save that Pitaya for in case he really, really needs it. And there's the Earthquake, which does hit Tangela. And Whiscash is going to do a Poison. Whiscash, I think, is going to be terrified and switch into Flareon or Torkoal. I think more likely Flareon, because Flareon can withstand a Giga Drain. I think for Giant Pipe needs Whiscash. He needs it. Period. He needs it. And he needs it for Electrode. He needs to switch it on Electrode. So there's Flareon. Tangela is going to do the Leech Seed, but Tangela, at this point, I think Tangela doesn't serve any purpose staying around in the field. I think that that Flareon should stick around and see what's coming up next. I think Flareon should do a return, if you ask me. I mean, there's no real loss. I hope Flareon does return on this. Overheat. Okay. But still, now at that range, that really opens up Lapras to be knocked out. That looks like that Lapras could could face some trouble coming here. Thunderbolt. There's the leftovers. Torkoal. Torkoal could do a toxic, but Lapras is just gonna knock it out anyways. So Giant Pipe. I'm just curious why Giant Pipe. He's sacking Torkoal. Torkoal is good against Tangela. Now you put all the pressure on Flareon, and that's it's always good to have two resorts, and Giant Pipe has killed one of his sources. Now Lapras is sticking around. Giant Pipe's Lapras. Now I don't know who's faster. Now Giant Pipe's Lapras has proven faster. Both Laprases do Thunderbolt, and both Laprases barely survived, just barely. So Giant Pipe knocks out Burnt Zebra's Lapras, and now for the Electrode, which means a sub Pataya. I'm seeing that. I'm thinking sub Pataya. Looking at that health, he's gonna do a substitute. He's gonna do Pataya. I can tell you that sub Pataya. Yeah. I can't wait. But look at how little time that Burnt Zebra comes up with. So there we go. Thunderbolt instead of sub Pataya. I think he really wants to save that Pataya for in case he needs it or something. Electrode is going to be forced to switch into Tangela, or he can do a substitute and increase the attack right now because he's kind of in an emergency state at the moment. Tangela, I mean, Whiscash can try to do an Earthquake and stuff, but Tangela can kind of sponge that a little bit. So Whiscash is going to get the poison, kind of feeling the burn here. Not the burn, but feeling the poison. There's the Waterfall, not effective. There's a Leech Seed, which in a sense means the end of Whiscash if Whiscash stays around. Whiscash is forced to switch if it wants to survive, which is crucial to this match. If he doesn't survive, then that means Burnt Zebra has a chance, and he basically wasted his Whiscash. Now, Giant Pipe has no resort to go to now. Meaning that, if Lapras does an Ice Beam here, Electrode could sweep. He doesn't need Tangela at this point. He needed something to stop Electrode, and at this point, Electrode is now at a really good position. Watch. I mean, he could Thunderbolt, but look, he's gonna try to sub here. He can sub at this point, which is going to increase his attack so significantly. Watch him go into emergency state. Wait, what? He could have substituted. Then he could have got the berry increase. That's the sub berry. It's usually how you run a sub Electrode. You have to slap a berry on it. There's a Thunderbolt. Looks like almost like a Destructex and Mohawk's match is going to be this play out similarly because both of them have lappers. All right, so Mohawk does not look like he's doing good in this match. Keeper of the Light. Soul Rock. There we go. So there's the Surf. Soul Rock does go down. Destructex has a grip on the field. It on top is around, and the tack is going to fall. Semifinals is there. Alright, so match punch, but that won't really save Mohawk in any way, shape, or form. Flower Power is gonna really help out. Not really, it's one against 6, so now 1 against 5, but doesn't look like that that Flower Power is going to that kind of. All right, so GG, and we will be right back with you with the finals match. Oops, the Dark Shade would be battling. Alright, so let's go ahead and commentate on the finals. So at the moment, Batman. There we go. I never thought Batman would be in Pokemon, but I guess my dreams have come true. The only question is, where's Robin? Probably someplace. Wow. Poliwrath, that was some strong waterfall. Did Poliwrath learn from the Niagara Falls about how to throw a strong waterfall at the opponent? I assume he did. So, alright, and then Poliwrath is also spit at Hitmontop. That's really the proper thing to do, but Poliwrath is, he's acting in self-defense. I'll just put it in that context. Poliwrath, look at my muscles and my vortexed chest thing. I'm gonna switch it to the taxi, the water taxi. By the way, Lappers, that will be a 25k Pokeyen fee to to get you to your location. Where would you like to go? Lapper's taxi service, 24/7. By the way, there's 2 taxis, and they're right now trying to compete for a price. One's saying 25K, the other one's saying 15K. No, wait, 10K, 5K, 3K. Simply switch. And Lapper's like, you can take the 3K, whatever. And the Lapras is like, I can also throw some bolts at you. How's that working out for you, Lapras? But then comes the creepy guy from the desert. Now, how am I gonna call some creepy cactus thing a normal guy? You know, I don't want to judge him, but you know, he looks kind of creepy to me. Looks like some creepy guy. He's throwing off some tacks that he got at like a Home Depot or something. I don't think that this guy is up to any good. Oh boy. Bringing the volcano to you. Man, I can just imagine all those science teachers back in high school making all those volcanoes. You know, where was Abrupt when you needed him? You know, he could have made a kid-friendly volcano just for the class. If only Abrupt existed. But still. What's going to happen here? Either Mr. Volcano back is going to help us out, or Mr. Volcano back is going to switch away to the water taxi. And here comes more competitive pricing at your pleasure. No, it's 3K. No, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to charge people going from Cinnabar to Hoen's Islands. I'm gonna charge them 2K, just 2K. Life was like, I'm out of here. Come along, guy with the pendulum. The free market at work. Here comes that creepy guy again. Great. Creepy guys. The Hypno knew to throw some spit at him, because you know the best personal defense you can do against something that looks creepy is just spit at them. That's all you have to do. It works every time. But there is the Giga Drain. Hammer up this. Sorry, not camera, but my character is like, I need some of this energy. Because I'm getting, my health is, you know, it doesn't look too good. I'm getting poisoned. That Hypno spit. Don't hurt me, don't kill me. I better switch and refresh. Skyther's like, I'm here, I'm gonna sharpen my blades. Goodbye, hypnotic, whatever you call it. And then Lapras comes by. Hypno knew to spit at some blades. Lapras says the unthinkable. He rings the bell! The bell of healing! You know, I didn't know Lapras was a water cow. But I can say that now. You know, cows have the bell and stuff. Bell attached to their collar. Lapras has a healing bell. That's the same Lapras that's going to charge us just 2k to go from Cinnabar to Hoenn. Now that to me is an amazing accomplishment. There we go. Factory learned how to spit. See, strangers can fight back. Even the creepy ones. Now, character. Camerupt. When you do a move, don't erupt in Silph because it's going to make a big mess. There's a Hypno. Hypno loses some health by stepping on those spikes. Camerupt. Camerupt then just stares at the opponent viciously. Camerupt is thinking, what can I do? An earthquake. That's it. I'll do an earthquake. Then while Poliwrath does a substitute, I'm going to do a oh, I thought he was going to do a roar. But there's a waterfall. The Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls. Hits straight at Scyther. I feel so bad for Scyther. But there's the Poliwrath. Poliwrath runs away to the Pokeball. It's like, I did enough. Lapras is in the red. But Lapras faints. And the Pokemon with blades celebrates. Who's going to lead the fight against a Pokemon with blades? Who is not going to be intimidated against the competition? And that is Electrode. Go Electrode! Electrode! You know, you're an upside down Pokeball. You have all this charge waiting for this very day, and you're facing against A Pokemon with blades. Take him down. Thunderbolt. Take him out. Go. Electrode. But Electrode's like, I knew that you wouldn't stay in. So I'm just going to spit at whoever's coming by. That's a good way of defense. You know, maybe Electrode should take maybe I should take self-defense courses with Electrode being my instructor. Electrode and Hypno. They know how to spit at intruders when they come by. Then Hypno. It's like, oh, help me. Help me. I'm being hurt by poison. Oh. And also Lapras comes by. I was like, yeah, you're just, you're nothing. No, you're nothing. Your hit didn't even hit me that hard. In fact, let me just heal up the party. It's like, no, no, and Hypno dies. How tragic. A Poliwrath comes by, and Poliwrath is like, you know, I'm gonna save the day. There's Brick Break. He's breaking bricks for this very moment. So he used the same move as he did when he broke bricks. And he broke Lapras in half. Congratulations, Poliwrath. Congratulations. Let Hitmontop come by and do a match punch to reward you. Or Glycor. Whatever floats your boat. But then there's another Pokemon that Destruct X is willing to withhold. There's an HP Ice Electrode in the scene. There's an HP Ice Electrode in the scene. Somebody better watch that Electrode because he might have HP Ice. The way how he switched in there is almost a determining factor that there's HP Ice on Electrode. HP Ice, that's the only reason why you switch into Electrode, because you're HP Ice or HP Water. But I'm going to say that Electrode is HP Ice. So Camerupt comes by. Electrode's like, you know, I think I scared off. I think I scared off Hitmontop good enough. Not Hitmontop, but I scared off Glycor good enough. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab this teddy bear from my local Toys R Us, and then after that I'll just throw some. I'll just spit at whoever's coming by. It's a good self-defense policy. Hit the teddy bear, but you don't have to hit me. But now, it's now or never. It's Electrode's chance. Destructex. The scene is getting heated. Maybe it's just Camerupt. Just sitting here, just, letting off some heat. But I don't know, it's getting intense here. This moment is intense. Camera up. But we find out that Destructex has his own Gligar and is now going to be like, now, Camerupt, face me. You think you'll come by, and you think you'll kill me. Nice try. You've tried and you failed. Tell me, Camerupt, tell me when the last time you've seen an earthquake. And then Camerupt is like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to kill myself. I better switch into an Intimidator, so that way Gligar can lower its attack. What is Gligar going to do? Or Gligar's just going to do Earthquake. He's going to knock out, but then Flamethrower hits. Gligar square in the mouth, but Gligar can survive fire to the mouth. I mean, I'm sure that Gligar has had hot peppers before, or ghost peppers, or whatever those peppers are called. I'm sure Gligar had one or two of them before. So, yeah. Scyther now can come by and just sweep. Scyther is just sharpening up his blades, preparing for this final moment, sharpening up the blades. Scyther can now knock out Gligar. It's an amazing feat. Scyther's like, I still got to sharpen my blades here. Scyther still sharpening up some blades here. Meanwhile, while Scyther's continuing to sharpen his blades, I better do something. I want to do what Gligar's doing. He's just dancing, like, But Gligar dies, and then Blossom. It's all dependent on a Hawaii or a Hawaiian. It's all dependent on a Hawaiian with some flowers and the dress. It's all dependent on Hawaii. Which Hawaii has failed us, which is why Giant Pipe has defeated Destructex. Congratulations, Giant Pipe. And this is the War Rogers channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to the channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the War. Camera. This is the Roy Rogers News Channel.